For centuries, Ireland lived under British rule, its land seized, its laws foreign and its culture suppressed. The Irish language was pushed aside, Catholicism penalised and the majority reduced to second-class status. Yet the Irish spirit endured. Traditions, stories and music survived in secret, fueling a quiet resistance. The Act of Union in 1801 dissolved the Irish Parliament, tying Ireland's fate to London and deepening resentment. Rebellions, though crushed, inspired new generations and kept the dream of freedom alive. The Irish identity, forged in adversity, became the foundation for future struggle. The divide between the privileged ascendancy and the impoverished majority grew sharper. Each failed uprising added heroes to the Irish story, strengthening resolve. The British sought to secure control, but instead they galvanized Irish nationalism. The goal became clear: break the Union, restore Irish self-rule. The long shadow of rule lingered, but a new dawn was on the horizon. The struggle for Ireland's soul was only beginning. The Great Famine of the 1840s devastated Ireland, killing over 1 million and forcing another million to emigrate. While food was exported to England, Irish families starved, victims of neglect and prejudice. The trauma of the famine left a deep scar, fueling anger and a sense of injustice. Out of this suffering, radical nationalist movements emerged, rejecting faith in British protection. Groups like the Fenians believed only armed struggle could win freedom. The Fenian Rising of 1867 failed militarily but kept the Republican dream alive. Leaders endured prison and exile, becoming symbols of defiance. The famine's legacy was clear: Ireland's fate must be in Irish hands. The will to fight for independence had been hardened, not broken. The seeds of rebellion had taken root. In 1916, a small group of rebels seized Dublin and declared an Irish republic. Outnumbered and outgunned, they surrendered after 6 days, the Rising a military failure. But the British response changed everything. The execution of rebel leaders shocked the nation. Men once dismissed as dreamers became martyrs. The public, horrified by the executions, rallied to the cause of independence. W.B. Yeats captured the moment. All changed utterly. A terrible beauty is born. The Easter Rising, though crushed, ignited a fire that could not be put out. The blood sacrifice inspired a new generation and led to the rise of Sinn Féin. The defeat became a powerful victory, setting the stage for the War of Independence. Ireland's fight for freedom had entered a new phase. The dream of a republic was now unstoppable. The 1918 election saw Sinn Féin sweep to power, refusing to sit in London and instead forming Dáil Éireann in Dublin. Ireland declared independence, sparking the War of Independence, a brutal guerrilla conflict led by Michael Collins and the IRA. The British responded with violence, sending the Black and Tans to crush resistance. Every act of brutality only strengthened Irish resolve. The war ended in stalemate, forcing both sides to negotiate. The 1921 Anglo-Irish Treaty granted Ireland limited independence as the Free State, but not a full republic. The treaty required an oath to the British Crown and, most painfully, partitioned the island. 6 counties in the north remained part of the United Kingdom. The compromise brought freedom for most, but left Ireland divided. The wounds of partition would shape the island's future. The treaty split Ireland, sparking a bitter civil war between pro- and anti-treaty forces. Former comrades became enemies, Michael Collins was killed, and the scars ran deep. The pro-treaty side prevailed, and the new Irish Free State began the hard work of nation-building. Eamon de Valera and his followers eventually entered politics, determined to achieve full independence. In 1937, a new constitution created era, replacing the Free State and moving closer to a republic. The final break came in 1949, when Ireland formally declared itself a republic, ending all ties to the British Crown. The journey from colony to nation was long and painful. Generations had fought, suffered, and sacrificed for this moment. The Irish people had reclaimed their destiny. The shadow of rule was finally lifted. Ireland stood free at last.